Hello, friends. Hello, neighbors. And a special hello to my family members who are scattered throughout the U.S. I'd like to send you a little video production here to help you ease some of the fears and some of the stress that you might be feeling as we go through this very challenging time in history. I want to tell you first that back in 2016, I had a banner made that said Trump 2016. And on the other side of the banner, it said, why? With a question mark, why? And underneath it said, because I took an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. And I took that banner. I went to State Road 434 and 436 in Orlando. And I stood there by myself campaigning for Donald Trump. I couldn't find anyone at the time who was willing to join me. In a very busy intersection, I had people spit at me. I had people throw things at me. I had people call me names and even try to run me off the road with their cars. It was pretty ugly, but I was determined to campaign for who I thought would be the best president for the United States. And as we all know, that is exactly what happened. Donald Trump was sworn in 2017. And he continues to fight for a second term. What do I think could happen right now as we come into January 20th? I think Donald Trump is going to win a second term. Some of you might find that hard to believe because of what you're seeing on the news, but I'm telling you, the mainstream media is lying to you left and right. Not only are they lying to you, but they're covering up and covering over the truth. But we who know what's going on see the evidence. We're getting alternative news sources. We're turning off CNBC. We're turning off Fox. We're turning off CNN. We're finding alternative news sources. We are switching from Twitter to Parler and Facebook to MeWe. We're going from YouTube to Rumble, and we are creating a movement. We're letting our voices heard just by our movement. And speaking of movements, let me tell you that on Saturday, the 14th, Donald Trump has called for a Million MAGA march on the Washington Mall. We are witnessing history in the making. The mainstream media probably won't even broadcast that. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Each and every state, there will be rallies, most likely at your state capital. I encourage you to join in on those. For not a protest, not peaceful protesting, we are moving together and voicing our opinions and our feelings, and we are using our First Amendment right to display to the world that we are supporting our president. This is a peaceful support movement. Big difference than what you've seen the left do with the burning down of the major cities. Big difference. Now, as we look forward, you also have to, with great certainty, look at the footprints that have been left up until this point. And you'll see that started with an impeachment process. That failed. It started with a smear campaign from the Russia hoax, which failed. It continued on with the CCP virus, a very real virus, but as I said from the very beginning, I believe this was a biological attack on America. It was. Followed by a mask mandate and quarantine that would force people to stay at home. And if you don't see how the footprints are playing out right now, then you're not paying attention. The masks, the quarantines, the lockdowns were all set in place to instill fear in the American voter so that they would turn to a mail-in vote. And look what's happening. It's been all corrupted. They switched your votes. They added ballots. We're seeing the evidence come up. It will go before the Supreme Court, and there's no doubt. From there, it might go to Congress, where each and every state has one vote. And then I believe Donald Trump, it will be determined that he will be serving a second term. He will be sworn in on January 20th, and that's my gut feeling from what I'm seeing. I've been a market analyst for almost 40 years. I'm one of the most accurate market forecasters in the world right now. And how do I do that? I look at the past to determine the future. This is not a hard one, folks. Look at the past. Look at what's happening now with the American people. Look how frustrated they are with the system. and then look forward, because we have a very bright future looking forward. So with that, let me just say this. Do not stop praying. God Almighty has his hand in this. He has our backs. He stands for truth. He is truth. He is love. He is the Word. He is everything. He is not going to let evil prevail. Truth will prevail. I can promise you that. Just relax, continue to focus, turn off the news, turn off CNBC, turn off Fox, they've been compromised, turn off Twitter, go to Parler, turn off Facebook, go to MeWe, turn off YouTube, go to Rumble, follow the leaders who know the truth, who are speaking the truth. Go to Sky News in Australia. I'm getting more truthful news from an Australian news company than anything here in the US. It's sickening. But I will tell you, our future is very bright. Now, part two of this is when Donald Trump wins, the left is absolutely going to erupt. Again, we'll need to stick together. We need to be smart. And we need to stand tall, because America is going to be rocked when this news is finally realized and the left is awakened to the truth. So just prepare, stay calm, remain prayerful, and don't lose hope. Okay, so spread this word to anyone who you think needs it, and I'll be back with another video next week. Thank you.
We're still the greatest country on the face of the earth, the home of the brave and the land of the free. A lot of young men and women shed their blood around the world and proudly gave their lives for you and me. I stand for the flag, I kneel at the altar, I pray for our nation that it never falters. I hope for our children, I fight for our freedom, and I ain't gonna bow to any man. I stand. I support our local heroes that proudly wear the badge, and the first responders answering the call. I believe that all lives matter, whether black, white, or brown, and I believe in equal justice for all. I stand for the flag, I kneel at the altar, I pray for our nation that it never falters. I hope for our children, I fight for our freedom, and I ain't gonna bow to any man. I stand. So brothers and sisters, rise up and stand tall. If we don't stand united, divided we will fall. I stand. I
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.